You are the savior. We yelling black and gold to the Super Bowl. Black and gold to the Super Bowl. Black and gold to the Super Bowl. We yelling who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them same? We yelling who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them same? Okay, we going to Miami. Already tamed the Wildcat. Second line into that Super Bowl and bring that crown back. Brown bag days over. Take that to the bank.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to this debut edition of Down South Sports Fanatics. Man, we got a show for y'all, and we are glad to be back. We're going to be here every Thursday night, joining you 7 p.m. live. Let's go, let's go. But without further ado, let me introduce my co-host, the voice himself. What's up, Dave?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's been a while, guys. We are back. We're in the heart of baseball season. My Cubs are doing all right. Saints training camp kicking off, dude. Very good time of year, man. A lot of parents out there happy because their kids about to go their asses back to school. So let's go, man. Let's do it.
You know that. And listen, you're telling the truth, man. And we need a guy that does that himself. We welcome him back, man, in good health. What's up, Mr. Pancho Gonzalez?
Man, what's up, man? Training camp is just starting fresh. Football season is here. Basketball season is right past us, man. But a lot moving's been going on, man. So we got super fans moving to different teams. Man, we got all stuff going.
And listen, we got to have a guy that says the X's and O's and teaching us all about the game. I love him. He's my brother. What's up, Mr. Coach Shane?
What's up, fellas? What's up? What's up? Just want to represent for 76ers Nation out here coming in.
That's a good one. I love it. I love it. Anyway, man, listen. Glad to have right back, guys. Look, glad to be back with everybody. Like I said, we're going to be here every Wednesday night. At least 4 of us, maybe 3 of us. Who knows? Maybe one of us, but we're going to be here.
Look, we all missing 2 other guys, man. Darren and Fernando. They should return on some of the shows. So
absolutely. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining us. Anyway, listen, let's talk about it, Dave. Training camp has officially started. What are you most looking forward to?
Yeah, man, I'll tell you one thing I'm not looking forward to, man, was an unfortunate injury to Brian Brissy, man. I know we got some depth at that position now, but you hate to see a guy who's a solid contributor past, a few seasons go down, right away like this. But unfortunately, you hear these stories every year. Guys, they shut it down for a while. They live their life, even though they're working out and training. I mean, Shane, he's a coach. He can tell you all about it. When you jumpstart again, man, I don't care what sport it is, but especially football, man, that first week is like walking on eggshells, So, I mean, to me, dude, but I'm looking forward to a few position battles. I mean, I want to see how the running back room pans out. We all want to see Jordan Tyson. I think Christian Miller, the top 2 picks. The offensive line with Tyler Shuck. I mean, I think that's going to be fun to watch. But, man, it's going to be fun. I mean, linebacker, we got a Danny Stutzman, Pete Warner battle we're hearing about. So, I mean, the kickers are going at it. So, some battles to be had. You want to see progression from young players. But I really want to see this offensive line gel, with David Edwards coming in, man. I really want to see with a healthy Eric McCoy. Let's see how that goes. And it's going to be weird, y'all, getting used to life without my boy Taysom Hill, man. I will say that.
Pancho,
well, let's piggyback off of that.
Pancho, you are lifelong. Listen, before Pancho, I got to give you your due, man. You're a lifelong diehard Saints fan, season ticket holder. Go ahead, man.
So with talking in contracts, Taysom, I think if anybody was to go, it would be that guy. I mean, you showed up with AK. You just read up with Olave today. You didn't break the bank, as per se, because there's some $45, $55 million guys out there, and I'm just that if we save money, I think that would be the bargain, the $30 million. Not that that's a lot of money, but at that position it is. And then even AK, man, you gave him what he wanted, and so hopefully he can come into the season with without the contract on his back. He can play the way he wants to play and play freely. Dude, we got some weapons out there, man. I think weapons are there. We got with Noah Fant, we got ATN, with Tyson, so we got some hands on deck, I believe.
Shane, X's and O's. What you think? What you think? Did you think the Saints addressed their needs in the offseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think to the most that they could, really, one of the biggest things that I like to see was them not trading or getting rid of Kamara, and it really solidifies that backfield. I mean, look, it's tough going against a guy that's a true running back one. But now you got two of them back there. It's going to bring back that offensive feel whenever you had, Ingram and Bush or something like that, in the backfield. So they have similar styles back there, but I think you're going to get to see um, the run game really pick up with the Saints, and that's just going to make it easier for Chuck. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you can get the run game going, it's going to open up things in the pass, and then you got a guy on the outside like a Jordan Tyson coming back healthy. That's going to be huge for Chris Olave too. So I'm excited for the Saints offense, man. I really am.
Yeah,
I,
me too, man. Listen, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, let's be real. And this, I mean, the weapons are there. I think this is Shuck's team right now. And hopefully Shuck can could have a good sophomore year and progress and not regress, because I mean he's got all the weapons there, and then there's no backup option here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my thing is this. I don't know how they. Shane, you a coach, and I don't know how they're gonna do this. I mean, you get a guy in here in A Chain, clearly he's gonna be the starter. You paid him the money, but you got Alvin Kamara who's looking pretty good and came in amazing shape, man. So I think he's got something to prove. How do you think they're gonna handle that, Dave?
I mean, to me, I think the first thing most fans look at is, okay, Kamara's over 30. He's had a great run here. It's like a less is more situation, right? Like you're getting Alvin maybe with fewer snaps, but you're going to get a better version of Alvin. Almost like I think it was Shane or maybe Pancho alluded to the Ingram Kamara thing that we had back, around 2017, 2018. Kamara can hurt you in a lot of ways too. I mean, he can play, he can go out there and spread out wide. He can hit you in the short passing game. But A-Chain, man, yeah, great pickup. I mean, I know we talked about Kenneth Walker. There was a lot of guys we wanted, but like Shane said, it's important to have depth in that backfield. I mean, you look at that room now, you don't have to worry, hey, is Kendre Miller going to pull a hammy? Is this guy going to do this or that? I mean, you got, Audric Estime there, Devin Neal in year 2. There's a lot of depth at that position, man. So, I mean, I think the less is more situation with Kamara is going to be really good. I mean, I think you could use him in a lot of ways, but getting him maybe 8 to 10 of his best carries rather than, pumping 20 carries out of a guy that's 30 years old, it's going to be beneficial, and plus, like Tyler Shuck, I mean, we talk about it a lot with Tyler Shuck. Dude, I'm going to say this first off. I'm expecting a Pro Bowl caliber season. I think this dude could even sneak into MVP conversation. I know maybe I'm nuts, but I think with a sound running game, an offensive line that's got itself together health-wise, I think the sky is for Tyler Shuck, man.
Let's address some of these comments in the chats.
Yeah.
Pancho, Kenneth's a good friend of ours. He's saying, he's going with Fritz right now, saying bring Taysom back. I mean, Kenneth says we need to go younger. What's your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, obviously, Taysom. I think you try to overutilize him. You overpaid him. Yes, he was an awesome weapon to have, but there was no permanent place you could put him where it was just so sporadic. I mean, I think you simplify the offense. You got your best 2 running backs. I think tandem in the league, arguably. Even like you say, in 3 deep with Kendre Miller. Man, it's going to be a fun show if Shuck can keep this train on the track.
I think, Shane, as a coach, yourself, you have hard decisions to make, and I think Taysom, absolutely. I think, honestly, I would go as far as probably Taysom, Cam Jordan, and Drew Brees are probably, arguably, the last 20 years, the most popular Saints to be in that building. And sometimes it's hard to let go because, you see that guy give it all on the field. So it's hard, but what's your thoughts on that, Shane?
Yeah, I mean, look, Taysom is a fan favorite, but it's one of those situations where, for me, it's making smart business decisions over what's cool. You know what I'm saying? When you got a weapon like Taysom, the thing is he's good at a lot of things. He's not great at any, in my opinion. That's me. He's not a great thrower of the ball. Can he get the job done? Yes. He's not a great running back, but he can run the ball. He's not a great tight end, but he can play the position. I think Taysom has maximized what he was going to bring in as far as financially, and he maximized what the Saints were able to use him for as far as on the field. So it went both ways, But as far as like him being an all-time fan favorite, of course he is. You know what I'm saying? But there's guys that are going to be on that list. You know what I mean? And Taysom is definitely way up there.
And like I said, if you was to use Taysom, it would be in a running back type position, quarterback, sneak type deal. But you got so much talent there now. You got a young Shuck that can do. You get what I'm saying? So you can't take that away from those guys and give it to Taysom.
Well, I
at
think
the age.
the last few years you needed Taysom. The last few years. Now you've evolved roster-wise to where a 35-year-old guy who's dealt with injury problems, whose game has fallen off a little bit, you know what I'm saying, there's less of a need there for Taysom. I think in 2021 through 2025, he was still very necessary because you didn't have this offensive, lineup like we're looking at right now. You know what I'm saying? There was Swiss cheese holes all over this roster. And Taysom, one thing he did, like Shane said, he might not be elite in one particular thing, but he helped a lot of positional groups, special teams, tight end, running back, quarterback, you name it. He helped it out, and we needed that. But now, as this depth chart fills out, you're like, hey, holy shit, we're one of the most talented running back rooms in the league. We've got a really good receiver room that's much deeper than last year. We've got, Oscar Delp, we just drafted at tight end behind Noah Fant, behind an improved Juwan Johnson, who looked like a Pro Bowler with Tyler Shuck in a half season.
Yeah.
So, like you said, it's about where you're at, I think, with the roster. And Taysom, look, dude, he's 34, 35. Injuries have piled up. I'd like to see him end up with Sean Payton and ride off into the sunset, but I wish the guy had nothing but the best. I think it was a great deal. His run here, to me, I'm not mad about a contract he got. I think he earned every penny of it.
Yeah.
I just think it was that time. Sometimes it's just that time.
Talking about fan favorites. What's up, Sig? Signature Saint, baby. Signature comment. How the camp went today? I know you was out there. I seen some pictures.
Sig got
y'all make sure to go follow Signature Saint. Go ahead, Pancho.
He got his 4 signatures today. He's got a H-hand today. He scored pretty good today, I think. Some signatures.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there. I think Dave might go out. We're gonna go out there. I know Shane's probably gonna work. We're going out there Sunday. We're gonna make the Sunday morning practice.
I got like tickets every day, so I mean,
I know.
I don't go. I don't do it. It's so hot, bro.
My thoughts on this, and Shane makes great points. I've always said I think Taysom's Shane would want a guy like that on his football team. Taysom's very good football player, pure football player. But I think and I talked to Dave about this earlier. I think they brought in the tight end from Georgia, Delp. I think they brought him in really basically, and he's probably going to do everything that Taysom can do. Wouldn't you?
I can see Taysom in Buffalo or somewhere like that where he's a go-getter, a yard, and that's what you use him as is just a fullback dive type stuff. I think Buffalo and
I mean Sean Payton, man, right?
I would put him in a position where you don't want your QB taking that hit. Maybe the older QBs, the QBs that have, even Burrow. Like you don't want Burrow going at. You can hand it off to Taysom. You get what I'm saying? Guys in that position, I think Taysom would be a decent fit. Where you go get a yard, you put Taysom underneath there.
But you know what else, Shane, and you can see this too, and Dave, maybe you. I'm not taking nothing away from what Taysom did here, but Taysom looked broken down a lot last year. He did. He didn't have that burst. He didn't.
Man, look, over your career, when you take hits like he took, especially playing so many different positions, he's taking hits all over his body. And it doesn't matter who you are, it's going to catch up to you.
Right.
You're going to lose a step, and however it may be, and stuff like that. And that's why I say, Saints maximize their usage of him. He maximized financial capability.
I seen a play last year. It was towards the end of the year when Taysom came back, and I think I told Dave about this. It was just a simple end around, and he just didn't have that burst no more, man. It was like God.
And remember the knee injury, right? Going into last season. I mean, you take so much abuse over those years, man.
And then listen, unfortunately, there's only been one man to do it so far. I'm not gonna say no names to beat Father Time, but
we're talking about Brady. What's that?
Oh,
we got to get into that discussion, right, at some point. But But no, man, I'll say this though about. I mean, like Pancho was saying about the teams where he could end up. I mean, doesn't it? I don't know, man, about y'all. It only feels like one place is right for me.
Well, yeah, I get you. Denver is his place, but again, if you think outside of the box, like
I can't though for a 35-year-old guy. I mean, who else would
Joe
want
Burrow
that
going
opportunity?
and trying to get a 4th and 1. You get what I'm saying? And you would put a tape. There's certain places where I mean, Josh Allen is taking hits over his career. I don't know if you'd
Yeah.
rather say to Taysom in that position to let him go get his 4th and 1.
Yeah.
That's my thought. Take them like a Pat Mahomes. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, but you look at Denver though. Denver's a kind of Sean knows how to use them. The tight end room isn't super great over there. I mean, Evan Ingram was super disappointing last year for all of us fantasy owners. We know that firsthand. But I'm just looking at this way too. Okay, so you tell me Denver. Okay, in the playoffs last year, and I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but Bo Nix, the injury, I'll sit there and stand on it, dude. I think Taysom Hill, one game at quarterback, he gets you in the Super Bowl possibly. And defeats the Patriots.
Isn't Mahomes? Mahomes doesn't do the QB draw, right?
No, but I'm saying, I mean, to me, his value still is a backup quarterback. This is a guy that's 7-2.
Mahomes is the one QB that doesn't do the 4th and 1. So I think somewhere even KC is a good spot for that.
I'm gonna tell you,
backup QB.
I think y'all just try. I mean, I just think Shane. I think you might agree. I just think you're trying to find him places when the man's body is just broken down.
No, it is, but he's still good. He's still a good player. I mean, and Shane. I mean, put him on a 4th and 1. I mean, the target's on him. Obviously, if he comes in a 4th and 1, you got.
Why the Saints let him go then?
No, I mean, because Richie, I think you got a full room now, running backs. I think that's the thing. Now. And Shuck can run, as well.
Honestly, I think the best place, in my opinion, that Taysom could go, and this is just my opinion too. You know what I'm saying? Take it for what it is. But I think he'd be a great fit in Philly.
Yep.
Take
that. I mean, he can do that. Ooh, that's a great point, Shane.
Well, I tell you, imagine him in a tush push, man.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, one thing about the dude, like you said, he lost a step, but he's still strong as an ox, dude.
Jalen Hurts has mastered that. So why would you want to take? I mean, that
because Shane, that's a great take, like he just said, Pancho. Because you know why? Because Jalen Hurts was beat up last year, man, doing that tush push. He was hurt.
And he's going to be dependent on a lot more, man. He just lost his best receiver. Saquon's, got another age year under his belt. I mean, he's getting older.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, I also want to go around the league a little bit. We're going to start a little bit with our brother and his Raiders. You think they made a decision at quarterback yet, Shane?
Yeah. No, I do, and I actually love it. I agree with the decision. I've been a fan of letting the rookie come in and sit behind the veteran. It was the reason I wanted us to get Kirk Cousins early on in free agency, because he is that guy, that veteran who's been around the block, you know what I'm saying, had the highs and had the lows. And Fernando can really learn from him in a lot of aspects of the game. Kirk Cousins is a guy that's going to be the first one there.
I know a team that can use him right now. I ain't going to say no teams, but
shit, they could use anybody, Richie. Shit, yeah. They could use the emergency punter that played quarterback in middle school.
Shane, I'm only asking this for fantasy reasons because I got Gentry and Dynasty. Did they upgrade that offensive line?
Yeah, tremendously, man. It's look, the offensive line is going to be a huge improvement from what it was last year. Last year, you're looking at a last in the league offensive line. Gentry taking hits, averaging, getting hit first 2 yards in the backfield. That's why I tell a lot of people too. They say, is he close to a bust or anything like that? I'm like, bro,
no,
he hit the backfield and still almost had right at 1,000 yards, from scrimmage. I mean,
I would tell people that say that just about Gentry. The last guy I seen elude people in the backfield is a Hall of Famer by the name of Barry Sanders.
No, for real, man. I mean, you look at him, and then I'm gonna say this too because I seen the report today. One of the things Gentry did was, he lost some fat, and he's looking quicker too. So now you're going to add a little bit more speed to his game. The man could already show that he can catch out of the backfield and all that stuff. But one of the key pieces that I like that we brought in is the what's his name, Mike Washington, the other running back.
Yeah,
I love that pick because now you're not relying on one guy to get 400 touches.
What up, Kevin?
His body is
but my take, so Kirk Cousins is a high volume passing guy, right? I mean, I'm saying high volume. more than average, right? He's above average on passing. So is that something that he's a spread guy, right? With a running back. So is if the Raiders going to run that same offense that Kirk kind of is used to get Fournette, or you get what I'm saying? Is Kirk coming into a brand new
No,
offense that he's not familiar with? Are they going to run up like a wide open offense? Is it going to be more hand the ball
There's
off? What you
there's
gather on how
there's
the
no
offense?
way there's no way he comes in and doesn't know the offense. I mean, he was with Clint Kubiak up in Minnesota for years.
It's basically going to
So
be the same offense that they ran in Seattle last year, wouldn't you say?
Mhm.
it very, very close to, because you look at the way they built through the
That's what
draft.
I was thinking.
So
Yeah.
from that, so Mendoza is expected to be a high volume passer, then, right?
I mean, Shane, wouldn't
I
you say
mean,
more balanced? I mean,
I
I
don't
look
know,
at y'all
Pancho.
and I
I
see
don't know.
yeah,
balance.
that's
Pancho,
why
I
I
don't
don't.
get.
Trying to see
I don't
where
get
Now
that.
listen,
I don't
wait,
see a
wait.
receiving room that's gonna. I mean, you got Bowers.
Kubiak's offense is run dominant, dude.
Yeah, I think
Right.
everything's going to feed on, like Shane was saying about Mike Washington, who, if anybody remembers Half Baked, the dude looks like Smoke a lot from Half Baked. Just look at the picture, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank me later. But I'm saying those are two damn good backs. You making everything, even when Mendoza takes over, Shane, it's making things easier on him. He's not having to go out there and chuck it 40 times a
Mhm.
game.
There's two
You know?
positions that make the job for a quarterback very easy.
Mhm.
It's the running back position, which the Raiders, I think, have that solidified, and it's a tight end position, which they've also got that solidified.
Yeah.
Now it's going to open up things for the wide receivers. Of course, we need to get a legit number one receiver in, but it takes time. It's a process thing.
Mhm.
Look, the talk is about Jefferson and stuff like that. If we're able to bring in a Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
phenomenal, great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for the Raiders to at least get about 7, maybe 8 wins this year. Then I think that's a huge step in a positive direction.
My
It's
point
kind of
was
like what the Saints did last year. You take that step forward and say, hey, we're only this away or that away
Yeah.
at this point
Yeah.
from going to the
Right.
playoffs,
my
possibly.
point on the Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins had some of the best receivers. Above average. He had Drake London. He had Justin Jefferson. But I'm saying he's suited that wide open passing game to me. I've always known Kirk Cousins as a high volume passer, and then Kubiak is more of a handed off guy. I'm saying is that offense, is it going to shine with because Kirk Cousins is a really good passer, is what I'm saying. If you allow him to hand it off more and pass when needed, is that all? Is that where you're going with that? I'm thinking on the offensive scheme. I think.
No, I think it's like Dave said, more of a balance. I could see a 50-50 close split, pass to run as much as possible. Because like I said, even whenever Kurt was in Minnesota, they had running backs up there. You know what I mean? That could really run. He had a great running back in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the familiarity that he's got with Clint Kubiak is going to go a tremendous long way for
Yeah.
the maturity of Fernando Mendoza's game and learning about it. You know what I mean?
Well, listen. Let's talk about something that's highly talked about today. Something we talked about all last year. Jesus Christ. Chris Olave finally signed the deal because we look.
Ah,
Dave even smiles because we talked about this for
holy
endless
shit.
days last year. Jesus Lord.
Yeah, man. I think every episode, I think we devoted like 40% of our freaking podcast
Well, it's
to
done.
Olave, man.
Well,
He owes us.
Pancho didn't think they were gonna keep him, but they did.
I think we all had some wild reactions. I mean,
He's not a $45 to $55 million guy.
right.
We didn't say 45, Pancho. We said
Yeah,
35.
that's the number ones are getting paid that. I mean, so he wasn't there. I mean, he is where he's at right now. I think
That's not true, Pancho.
what's that.
Is Drake London the number one?
I think so. Yeah. Look, Richie. Remember me and you talked. I thought Garrett Wilson, Drake London, and Olave were all in that same boat, in my opinion. They were all going to get about similar money. Their stats are pretty damn similar. They all came out.
Well, he also lucked out because of all the receivers that signed in the last year, other than JSN, he got the most upfront money guaranteed.
Right.
So that's what he wanted. I
think he kind of had us bent over a barrel a little bit though, because here you go, the Saints. You're relevant for the first time in a few years. Let's be real, as fans. I mean, we're the most excited that we've been since Breeze has been in the building, and knowing that you got a rookie receiver who's still unproven. We hear about some injury stuff, although he looks good right now. I think his agent was opportunistic, right? I mean, it was a smart play. Hey, you know what? He's coming off his best year. Saints are trending up. If the Saints were trending downward and look like a 2-win team going into the year, I don't know if this deal happens, guys. I mean, that's just me. I think you may talk trade at that situation.
Thanks. Where does Olave's contract ranked right now? Or Richie, one of y'all.
Wait, what?
Amongst the league,
Olave's contract for 32 million rank with the receivers.
I would have to say top 10, right?
Top
I
10?
think it's six. I think 6 or 7.
Yeah. Oh, it is 6 or 7? Wow.
Yeah, it's newly signed. You got Jackson Smith and Jigma just signed his. That's $42 million a year. Jamar Chase is at 40. Then you got Drake London, Justin Jefferson, of course, CeeDee Lamb, and I think Chris Olave.
And Puka's about to break the whole bank.
Yeah.
Or Chris Olave and DK are tied at 33.
There you go.
There you go. Right
But
where
I mean,
it needs to
but
be
it's
at.
the perfect storm, right? I mean, the Saints are trending up. You can't go into camp without your number one.
Brown hasn't got a contract yet.
Who?
St. Brown. I'm on St. Brown,
I thought he
St.
got
Brown
extended,
signed.
huh?
Yeah, he signed. He got a deal last year. He did his deal.
and he's not in the top 7, 8.
I don't
It's a
know
good
what St.
question,
Brown.
man.
Shane.
It's a
That's
good
what I'm
question.
saying. You didn't rattle off
30
things.
million.
He didn't rattle off
What?
anything in the top 7.
Which St. Brown?
He's better than Olave, I think.
St. Brown is at $30 million a year.
There you
30
go.
million a year. He's over that. Dang.
And that's a good. I mean, that's a good price for to me a top 8 receiver, maybe top 5. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Your
where it
highest
needs to
paid is
be.
Jackson Smith and Jigba at 42.
Yeah.
And listen, I think with this contract, I told Dave this earlier, I think it also entails you're going to have Shuck on a rookie deal. You're going
Right.
to have Tyson on a rookie deal. And by
Right.
the time this contract's over with, guess what? You might have to pay Jordan Tyson by then.
Hopefully, that's the pass the torch thing, right?
Richie, that's why
Olave's close to the 30 at that point. Tyson becomes the 1. He becomes the 2, like Chris Carter, Randy Moss,
I
right?
told Dave this earlier, Shane and Pancho. I will say this. I've had people at the camp so far, and they said I can tell you what, you can definitely tell the difference between Olave and Tyson right now. I mean, he's a rookie, but you can definitely tell who's the veteran and who's the rookie.
Oh yeah, give him
Yeah.
time. Give him time.
Yeah,
Man.
it's expected though. Like
Yeah.
Dave just said, give it time. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where receiver is probably one of those positions where I'm not even really looking for the production of what he's gonna actually give until probably about week 6 or 7.
So what-
that's
I mean,
whenever I think it's really gonna start clicking.
Shane to tell you, a rookie coming into his own compared to him in his junior year or third year, it's night and day. No matter what level they go into, from college, from a freshman to a junior, a junior year, they're a lot more different. Go to the pros, their first year in the league to their third year in the league. Their third year in the league is dramatically different from their first year. So you just hope for that big step. And if it doesn't plateau like that, you just become average.
We better
He
hope.
doesn't, he doesn't have to come out here and go for 1,300 yards in year 1 like Malik Neighbors had to do with the Giants practically 2 years ago. He's got flexibility. There's other guys in that room that could contribute. He's got a good run game, a quarterback that's going to throw the ball.
Talking around the league, guys, just a little, because a few people asked me, we can dive into it just a little bit. We'll touch into it because I know us guys all play fantasy football. Y'all got just question. Do y'all got Bijan number 1, or do you got Jameer Gibbs right there with him?
I got
I got
Gibbs.
Bijan, but
I got
Gibbs is
Gibbs,
close
too.
to me. There's like 1 and 1A,
Well, Rich, you got to look at the setup, bro. You got Bijan. You don't know who, dude. They don't have anybody in practice to throw the football right now. Like, you got 2 that they call, like, they got Cooper Rush coming off the airplane that throw practice balls. That's what's going
They
on.
had
in
Matt,
Atlanta.
they had
You get what
Matt
I'm saying?
Ryan throwing balls today.
Huh?
Dude,
I know.
Michael Penix is the gift that keeps on giving, guys.
How is that? How do you think that the Atlanta coach is feeling right now, man? Well, up there, billionaire, but and as a coach,
Shane, talking about that, we joking about it, but I think it's ludicrous. And I know we sounding like homers, and you're the open mind about all this, but it's ludicrous that people think the situation that's going on in Atlanta, that Atlanta is better than the Saints right now. It's crazy.
They're not.
Yeah, it is wild to me, man. It's
The national media thinks Atlanta right now is going to finish better than this. It's crazy to me.
Dude, I bet any amount of dollar the Saints win that division by 2 games.
Go ahead, Shane.
To me, I think the division, the real thing is the division comes down to the Saints and Tampa Bay. Even with losing Mike Evans.
You don't think the Panthers?
No, because the reason I don't have Carolina, I got Carolina winning 6 games this year. The reason I have that is whenever you finish first in your division, you get that first place schedule.
Yeah.
And those guys have a tough schedule. They really do. You know,
I don't think they're
And-
built for it, Shane.
And let's
I
go
don't
with
think they're built for
Tampa.
that.
I mean, Tampa is not smoking roses right now. Vita Vea's about to leave. You got Baker Mayfield is in the media right now and just kind of bashing the organization, saying like they're not paying anybody. Basically, they're not paying him. They need to pay Vita Vea what he wants, and he's just bashing. So, I mean, they lost Mike Evans. I mean, it could be shaky over there, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think Baker's really bashing them as much as he is speaking truth. You know what
Speaking
I mean?
the truth.
Well,
It ain't
I mean-
bashing if you're speaking the truth.
Well, Shane, you're calling out that organization from multiple different directions.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing in hindsight, right? You wouldn't want your QB, I guess, talking that, right?
Well, no, but at the same time, if I've got a guy who's
It's
played,
the truth. No, it's the
But
truth.
isn't that
But-
Baker Mayfield? Isn't that what we expect from Baker, though?
I guess what he's saying, Shane, you being a coach, how does Ty Bowles handle? I guess the coach just steps away because it's a contract dispute.
it's one of those situations where if I'm Tampa, I'm locking him up. I'm gonna pay him. Look
Yeah.
at what he's done for the organization. Hell, after Tom Brady left, they thought they were going back in the dumps.
Yeah.
But like
Man,
he openly,
literally resurged the whole organization.
like he openly says that the team doesn't value me enough. That's kind of harsh. You get what I'm saying? So, that they offered me a contract and we so far apart, it's not even close. Like he openly says that, and it's just that's behind the doors the conversation. I guess as a professional,
I think I could see both sides of it. I guess David, Shane, if you hear me out, I can see both sides because guess what? We can also remember when nobody wanted to give Baker Mayfield another chance. We can also remember that too.
Yeah, it was the Thursday night football game that put him back on the
Correct.
map with
Yes.
the Rams, right?
So Tampa really gave him a second chance at football, and now he's sitting here saying, "Well, you're not showing me." It's kind of, I guess, Shane, you can see both sides of it.
Well, I get what you're saying, but also that first year he played with Tampa, he played for like $8 million.
Yeah.
He did.
So it's like, hey, look, the man already bet on himself one time, and he cost you.
Yeah.
You're gonna make him bet on himself again? Now he's gonna really cost you.
I agree with y'all. I think this is going to come back. This may come back to bite Tampa in the butt.
I'm gonna say this, Richie. I don't think Baker Mayfield's even their problem at all, though. I think they have a lot of question marks. I love Chris Godwin. I've been a Godwin lifer. Many years ago when a dude told me that they weren't the best duo in the league back in 2019, and I'm still going to talk some shit about that with him and Mike Evans because they were the best duo for like half a decade, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Godwin's coming off a severe injury.
Yep.
That he's finally, they're saying, maybe healthy. You've got the kid McMillan has had some neck problems. Another talented young receiver they have. Abuka disappeared the second half of the season. Bucky Irving's hurt. You have Levante David, who was your leader on defense. Now you're replacing him with Alex Anzalone. The secondary is absolute dog shit. I've got a lot of questions on that team. But like Shane said, they are probably, because of Baker, in my opinion, that's what makes them probably the biggest threat to the Saints.
But Shane, you and Dave, y'all do the TikTok like I do, and I was in a chat. There was a live chat the other day, and the dude's called Buck Nation, and he said flat. He actually made a lot of sense. He said, "Here's the deal that people don't see. Why do you listen? The Bucks are closer to rebuild than they are Super Bowl with this team getting old."
I think this year's going to tell us a lot. This year's going to be a big question.
Also, and Baker's in his 30s. Why do you want to give a 30-something-year-old quarterback a long-term deal, and you're about to go through a rebuild? That don't make any sense.
Shane will tell you you have to have a direction, right?
What?
Right?
You don't have a quarterback behind him.
That's what I'm saying. You have to have some kind of direction. You either lock him up for 5 years or you step back for 5 years, because then you got to go find a QB.
They're not the only team in this division that's going through that. Look, I mean, they're not in division. Look at Carolina.
So it's kind of like, let's put it like in our Drew Brees days. It's almost like you in between. You pay them extra 4 or 5 years, and just get by, but eventually they have to reinvest into a QB at some point. I don't know if they have a QB down a pipeline.
See, I think the Saints were in better shape than where the Bucs
Where have you been? Where have you been?
What?
Had a sick kid.
You good, man? We good? They're on the sideline. They got the IV. They're ready to go just in case we need them or what?
That's right.
All right. Hey, dude, I'm glad you came in here, man, because there was some Sixers talk earlier, and I almost threw up all over the fucking
Oh
set.
God, I'm glad I missed that.
Yeah.
Fernando, we're talking about the. Glad you came in at the right time. We talk about the situation. I know you want to talk about Saints, but we're talking about the situation that's going on with Tampa and why they don't want to pay Baker Mayfield. What do you think the deal is?
Baker's trash. I don't know. I mean,
Well, you bring in an interesting point in there because here, look, we all got different opinions here, and they're different. They're very different. Nobody's agreeing with one another here.
I was a big fan of Baker when he came out of Oklahoma, but to be honest with you, I haven't. After just 2 years ago when he had like a really good season, I haven't.
Can you trust Baker at this point?
I got to compliment y'all. Other than Pancho, who we'll talk discussion. I can't say nothing. The man's been trying. I gotta really give y'all a compliment, man, on y'all rooms, man. Y'all doing very well. Jesus.
Yeah, bro. I'm not looking like I'm getting a.
Dave, you look like you just straight came out of Visions.
Who, me? Wait, who? Hey, man, look. The poll.
So listen, Shane. So let's play. Let's be real. So let's put ourselves in say Tampa Bay shoes. GM. You got Baker at his age, so you have no QB down a pipeline.
One sec. Don't mean to cut you off. 1 sec. I am so sorry because you said it right. We have yet to congratulate our own Shane Anderson on his new head coaching position back with the Raiders. Congrats, my brother. I forgot.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, fellas. Appreciate you, man.
Shane,
go ahead, Pancho. I'm sorry.
So
man.
with Baker, right? So he's led your program for some years now. Now I don't know what the money's. What they offering 30. He wants 45. I don't know. It's got to be something around that. He wants money, and he says it's not even close. So you don't have a QB in the pipeline to even. So are you strapped? Are you tied to commit to Baker for 4 years or at 45 each, or do you give your program up and
what up, Steve?
You get what I'm saying? You don't have any QB. Baker's going to play this year out.
Is his contract over at the end of the season?
He'll be a free agent at the end of this year.
Okay, so to me, if I'm Tampa, if I suck, I'm looking at one of the best quarterback drafts in like the last 10 years. So that's the way I play. If I suck, I'm drafting a quarterback. I'm letting Baker move on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I'm the GM, so this is just me. Like I said, Baker Mayfield, I believe, is the 16th ranked salary for a starting quarterback in the league right now. Is he the number 16 quarterback in the league? I think he's a little bit higher than that. I think he's probably around 12 or so, 12, 11. But it's you got to have something. And listen, talking age, the man's 30, 31. He's not 40, you know what I'm saying, 38.
He wants $50 million?
He can want 50, but I can tell you now, if they gave him 42, 43, he'd probably take it.
Yeah. I mean, hey, but Shane, doesn't it make sense for him, though, too? Let's be real. Let's look at the situations around the league. He was with the Rams briefly. That's how he got back on the map, right? That start. Yeah. Matthew Stafford's not going to be around forever. If he says, hey, you know what? If I'm instead of dicking around down here with this second-rate organization, the Rams are built like a contender. I could go play over there with Puka and those guys when Matt Stafford retires. I mean, I don't know, because that would be an easy thing for Sean McVay to hand the torch from Stafford to Baker Mayfield.
It's going to be one of those things where for that situation, and I love that situation for Baker, but that whole situation is going to be determined and dictated by things that we will never see, because it's going to be determined by how Ty Simpson does in that system during their practices and things like that they see in his progression throughout the season. We know he's never going to start this year. You know what I'm saying? How does he progress throughout the season? And
we'll definitely keep an eye on that. But I want to dive into something, guys, real quick with the Saints defense. I'm glad we got Fernando back on. We were talking earlier about it. How significant, how bad it is, Fernando. How bad is this going to hurt the Saints with Breeze being out for the year?
So we were talking about this a little bit on the phone earlier, but I think Breezy is like the idea of him is really good. Like he could be a really good player. He hasn't really put it all together.
Production.
Yeah, but I think the younger guys are going to have to step up, and I think it's going to be okay. They were going to be in that position anyway. It just has to be a little bit quicker now.
What you think about that, Dave?
Yeah, man, I agree with Fernando. Listen, I like Breesy. He seems like a guy that always got his hands up in the passing lanes. Pretty good rusher at times. The run defense was a little bit inconsistent with him. Like I said, I still wish the guy was here. Don't get me wrong. I'm not excited at all. I wish the guy was healthy. But I think it does provide opportunity, like Fernando says, with Broughton, who's a second-year guy, kind of had a lost rookie season, but a guy that Staley and those guys were excited about, in 2025. Now you got, Miller, coming in from Georgia. I think that kid there's something there with him. I don't know. I like his energy. I like his athleticism. Bringing Cam back, how big does that look right now, having Cam Jordan back as a Saint? When we were kind of at a point like, hey, do we really 100% need him back? That's been answered now with this injury. You know what I mean? So I think we have the depth at that spot to overcome it. Let's say that.
I don't think, and I don't want to wish injury on anybody, but I think Christian Miller is ready to move in that position right now. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Just think about it. So we on like day 3 of camp, man. So it's let's play. It's a good thing that it happened now because there's just there's abundance. There's veterans that are going to be cut. There's going to be rookies that are there's so much going on that you can bring in. Again, Breesy wasn't world breaking. He wasn't your Aaron Donald, the Vita Veas. Speaking of that, he would bring a ton of cap. Vita Vea would be perfect, man. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I think you do it in house, like Dave was saying.
Well, my son is just.
You got Devon Godshow there too. Plays that nose.
And you have to begin in this training camp. You got guys you can reach out to. Like I said, Breesy was a big guy. His production didn't the hype to me.
I think the bigger question is going to be at linebacker.
And Richie, I'm scared shitless of corner. I don't know about y'all. Like, not the starters, but if Kool-Aid or
you
goes down,
the depth is like you and Fernando said that the depth is the scary part, man. God.
Because you got Sanker now in that Alontae Taylor role as far as what I'm looking at in the depth chart. Julian Blackman can play a little bit of corner from what I recall in his history, but there's a kid, Emerson, right? Is it Emerson? The guy
I don't remember the
Shane.
backs we rolled out the last 3 games of the season.
Who's that?
The defensive backs we rolled out there like the last 3 games of the season.
Man, is this your guy?
Yeah, it was all late in the year, man.
He's got to learn some basketball, man.
Who's that, Rich? What's going on?
So we're talking about my 76ers, man.
By the way, y'all, Fernando's doing the podcast.
Hey, my 76ers?
Introduce him, Fernando.
Wait, are all y'all 76ers fans? Jesus Christ.
Converted. The aliens have taken them over. The Bronze planet has taken them over, man.
Man,
Planet Bronze Sexual has taken over our fellow buddies here.
Dave, you know what's funny?
Lakers purple.
Wait,
At least I got here for the Lakers.
listen, make sure to put your information up here where people can follow you, man. This cat is good, man. It's sharp. Young man is sharp. He really is. I'm just messing with you. He's very sharp.
Dave, funny story. So LeBron leaves the Lakers. I got in the business I'm in with golf, I asked somebody if they wanted some Lakers tickets for some clubs that somebody wanted to swap out. And he's like, nah, I think I'm good. I'll hook you up with the clubs, but I'm not going to do anything. LeBron James signs with the Sixers. A day later, this guy calls me back. Hey, you think you can give me some Sixers tickets? Like, man.
Hey, Rich, I'm going to be real with you guys, and this is no bullshit. I've seen, no offense to Lakers fans, Richie, if you're still a Lakers fan, I have been in there when they had Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram and Josh Hart, and you might see 5 Laker jerseys. When Kobe or LeBron was there, they're in, it's 20% Laker fans, maybe. Same thing with Miami Heat. You couldn't find a fucking Heat jersey in the Smoothie King Center. No. When he played with Dwayne Wade and Bosh, bro, people are bringing their grandchildren out there with LeBron jerseys. They look 2 blocks
just
away
so y'all know.
And it's like everybody's
we got a first for our podcast, and it's courtesy of Cullen. We actually have our first comment from X. We officially live on X. Just so you know.
I was watching on X before I came back on.
We can just do whatever we want now, bro.
We officially activated the OnlyFans yet?
Look, Mom, we made it.
Bro.
That's all you, Poncho. That's all you.
I saw your page, bro. I like it, man. It's a good look, bro. I'm not going to be a subscriber, but
But listen, we all listen throughout the year, guys. We're still going to be here for y'all on our regular Thursday night. But everybody on this show is going to be doing something different. I'm going to do something with me and Dave Fernando. We're gonna do something with Shane. We're gonna do something with Pancho. Fernando and Dave's gonna do a Pelican show. Listen, seriously, it's all gonna be under the umbrella of Down South Sports Fanatics. Shane, I even want to do a damn Raiders show. I don't give a crap. I want to do some football. We're gonna do a
Hey,
fantasy show.
you
So it's all
know,
gonna
I'm
be there.
open, man. I'm
Y'all just keep
open.
an eye out for it. But listen, I do want to go around the league a little bit, y'all. We talked to a lot of Saints, which that's mostly what we're doing. But around the league right now, there's a lot of changing, and I think people are just ranking teams and stuff like that. Especially what's going on with the Rams right now, man. That is Shane. I told Fernando and Dave earlier. I can't imagine an offensive line trying to block Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald. That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. And don't forget, they had 2 other guys that made the Pro Bowl on that D line too. You know what I'm saying? It's nuts, man. It would be ridiculously hard to sit there and scheme up, how to block those guys. I mean, what do? You tell your offensive line, okay, double him and just let these other guys through. We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be tough. You're going to see a lot of teams play the 2-back system in the backfield to bring in extra protection and things like that. You're going to have to utilize a lot of slip screens and things, against them. And what's crazy is they also brought in McDuffie at cornerback. You know what I'm saying? So you got a tremendous team as far as their defense is concerned, but offensively, you got just as much of a headache. You know what I'm saying?
Are they the top dog right now in the NFC in your opinion? I mean, do you have them over Seattle right now?
I actually think Seattle's going to fall off, and that's from
me and Shane.
It's hard to
Shane, me and
repeat,
you
dude.
think
It's
alike,
so
man.
hard to repeat in this league, man.
It's hard to repeat, but at the same time, you lost Kubiak. He brought over 2 of
Yes.
his offensive coaches with him to the Raiders.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a totally different offensive system that comes in.
Run
You
back.
lost
Shane,
Yeah,
let me
Price,
ask
and I
you
like
this.
Price, but
Shane,
Kenneth
Go ahead,
Walker's
Fernando.
gone. Yeah.
is that because of the lack of trust in Sam Darnold as well?
No.
Okay.
But it is going to play into it because a lot of people forget that he had 20 turnovers.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So,
What, Fernando?
I mean,
You have a question? You have a question with Seattle or something, or you don't trust them neither?
Well, I didn't trust him as that much last year. I mean, they proved me wrong, but I wasn't. I just don't. I'm not the hugest fan of Darnold. That's all. That's all that is.
I think we were all shocked a little bit,
listen,
Fernando. I really do.
I have no horse in the race at all when it comes to the Rams, and I could be very off. I just think, and Shane, you the coach. I'm not. Dave, you're a very good analyst, talent evaluator. I just think the Rams are clearly the better team in the NFL right now. God,
I think the Rams are the top team in the NFL, not just the NFL.
Good.
Like roster
You know,
wise, yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. But just like anything else, you're going to see something along the lines, and we're going to have a lot of these big teams like the Bengals last year, the Ravens. Certain teams that you're like, yeah, they're going to do great, and they're one injury away from a quarterback injury away from being in the doghouse. You know what I mean? So it's going to come down to health for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude,
Zach must not watch football.
What happened?
That's one of my players, man.
Zach,
He's
he's
from Detroit, man.
He
He's a
said
huge
we're gonna get
Lions fan.
smoked week 1.
By Detroit?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? One thing about
Not
Detroit,
gonna lie,
that's
I'm kind
a
of
team
with
that's
him.
interesting. I
You
will
got
say
what?
that. What's that?
I don't think Detroit can hang with us.
I mean, Dan
Really?
Campbell, dude, I love Dan Campbell, but I feel this is like a hot seat year for Dan Campbell.
I
man.
think. Listen, I said in a live on TikTok. I said honestly, I think Chuck's gonna light them up easy. 2 touchdowns, 300 yards.
Well, look, what's up with Terrion Arnold? What's his deal? Because
He's
he got
out.
lit up like
He's
a Christmas
done.
tree last
He's
year.
gone.
Yeah,
He's gone.
he's gone.
He's out of
But
the
I
league,
think-
right? He's done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
done.
done.
Okay, I
Zach, nice to meet
dude,
you.
I watch
brother.
a lot of baseball. I remember, but I didn't. I didn't fully remember. I'm trying to get my groove with sports, with football right now, dude. I'm such a baseball
Fernando,
guy.
Fernando, what is the spread for that game? The Detroit game. Is it out yet?
I can find out. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, it's definitely out.
Guys, I'm gonna say this though. Before we talk spreads that are fucking a month away, I'm gonna say my biggest fucking pet peeve with the football season is schedule listers. People that are saying, "Oh, week 1, that's a win. Week 2, oh, that's a probable loss. Week 3, oh, that's a win." To me, listen, dude, I want to
God
stab
damn.
somebody in their fucking aorta when they
What?
do
No,
that.
I don't like that, Fernando.
No.
Well,
I
Dave,
wanna say-
Lions are favored by a 7. The whole damn touchdown.
What?
Jesus.
Dave, how do you
I know
project a
Shane
win
would,
loss?
man. Shane will take them 7.
What you mean?
Shane will take them 7.
How do you projecting a
think
win
so,
loss
man.
season if you can't go game by game and call it what it is?
I'll give you my over-under on every team, but every week, okay, here's my thing. From week to week, there's a thing called the injury report. There's players that are hot and cold. The weather plays such a factor. I guarantee you, if you looked at the Saints team, the year they won the Super Bowl, we were 13-3 in the regular season? Was that right? If you look at the teams that we lost against, you wouldn't have never predicted that when the season started. So I think it was with the Cowboys and maybe Tampa.
How about this first game? Yeah.
But I'm saying,
bet-
but to me, I hate going schedule by schedule. I think that's the craziest thing because so much is going to change the first few weeks of the season. There's going to be a surprise team. There's going to be
What's
somebody
going
hot
on-
and cold, injuries.
What's going on right now, I bet, is that because you're starting to see it a little bit more in the national media, is that people are starting to kind of pick up on what the Saints have done in the offseason. I bet you this line goes down to 4.5 by the time the game hits
You agree with that, Shane?
and gets away from that 7.
Not at all. I think it actually right because it's already rose from 6.5 to 7. I think it goes up to probably 8.5.
What?
Man,
I mean, dude, you got to think, man. The Lions. Are we just going to write them off because they had a fall off last year? You know what I'm saying? They fell off.
Lions are a team that's been put together. They're an established
Right.
team. The call of QB's been there. We got Shuck in year 2. I mean, you
Well,
can't
but-
give him the world right now.
But Dave, what did you agree with me earlier? What I said,
Richie, dude, you beat me fucking to it, Richie. We talked about the Pelicans and the Lions and the weirdest connection there because what do they have in common? Talent. They haven't showed up in a little while. Well, the Lions have showed up more than the Pelicans the last few years, but they have talent. Let's be real. Like Shane was saying, I mean, you got Aiden Hutchinson, you've got Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, St. Brown, Goff. I mean, dude, there's talent all over that team. Let's not kid ourselves.
The first name you said, Dave, the first name you said is the biggest one coming back this year for them.
Yeah.
Aiden
And I mean,
Hutchinson.
think about Tyler Shuck, week 1.
He was there last year, Shane. He was there last year.
What's that?
Hutchinson was back last year. He played.
Now he had to, I mean, he was the big injury in the postseason the year prior. That was the thing that kind of cost them, right? 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But he was kind of banged up, wasn't he? I got, man, dude. Like I said, I got to get back in football mode. But no, I mean, I knew he had the big injury 2 years ago. But that's a talented team, dude. There's no doubt about it. This is no Arizona week 1 from last year. Let's say that.
I just think, man, I just think there's a lot.
Let me ask you this. This is going to sound crazy,
Mm-hmm.
Shane and Pancho, but if you were to drop Josh Allen on the Saints team right now, what do you think they would do?
I mean,
If you put
quarterbacks.
Josh Allen
I mean,
on-
yeah, you give me Josh Allen, we're a playoff team just because of the pieces are in place. If Shuck can take off, this year ain't the year like to go NFC Championship. I don't believe, but year 3, I think he has. You can see some progression there. Hopefully, sophomore, you don't have to stop the sophomore year. I mean,
You can look dumb. Forget that dumb stuff.
He's QB. I mean, what happened to him? We don't talk about that dude no more.
Well,
You know
let
what
me
I'm
ask you,
saying?
why can't Tyler Shuck
Listen,
be
I can
great
tell you
back?
right now, I'm comfortably in saying I would take Tyler Shuck over Jared Goff right now. Right now.
Look, Richie, I'm gonna play with Richie right here. I'm gonna go on Richie's side of this.
Jared Goff wins games, bro.
And I like Jared Goff. I'm not shitting on Jared, but Tyler Shuck to me is going to be a top 10 statistical.
Well, Dave,
What
player.
has Jared Goff won, Pancho?
Wait, Dave, that's my whole point is that last year when Shuck first, I remember you and I were talking about this on the podcast, like the first 2 or 3 games in, we were saying it like Shuck might be that guy. And
I think he
after
is that guy,
the whole season, like I believe Shuck is that guy.
Dude,
So
I've
think
had arguments with people on different football chats. I think he's going to be
Me
an
too.
MVP candidate. People look at me like, "Hey, dude, you fucking nuts, dude."
Shane, am
why
I
can't
wrong?
he be Drake May this year?
Shane,
I think
listen,
the talent is right there.
listen.
He has
I
more
trust-
weapons.
I trust.
Yeah.
I trust Shane's knowledge. I do. Dave, Fernando, all y'all. To me, and I may be off base. To me, I'm telling you, Tyler Shuck reminds me of one guy in the NFL right now, and that's that monster in Buffalo. That's who he reminds me of.
There's a lot of similarities there.
That's who he reminds. He reminds me of a young Josh Allen.
You know, I've seen a knock on Shuck on one thing around the media, and I think it's the silliest thing ever because we got a small sample size. But I hear some people saying, "Oh, his deep ball percentage wasn't great, but under 20 yards, he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league the last half of the season. But I'm going to go back to some. Who the hell did he have to throw to outside of Olave? You know what I'm saying? He had Kevin Austin Jr. He had some other cats, like Mason Tipton. I mean, dude, he made Juwan look like a Pro Bowler, which, I mean, I had to apologize to Juwan every fucking week because of how good Tyler Shuck made him look. And, dude, I'm just saying, this guy now has a full receiver room. He doesn't have to have a different running back every week like he had.
Not to mention better offensive line, too.
A running game.
Offensive line, yeah. I mean, give him Eric McCoy and David Evans.
Hey, I think Shane. I do think you gave the Saints credit on that. You think their line is pretty stout now, with Edwards and everything.
No, for sure. They definitely did work in the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest improvements in my opinion for the Saints.
What's up, Kenny?
I mean, Shane, wouldn't you say Edwards might be the biggest signing that they made? Even that's even bigger than A-Chain. That's the way I feel, and there's no offense to A-Chain.
Yeah, no, for real, because you got to look at what he's replacing coming in. So I mean,
exactly.
but the thing for me is with Tyler Shuck, and this isn't going against him saying he's a bad quarterback by no means, so don't take it that way. But I do want to see him beat good teams. Yeah, the teams that he did beat last year, were the mediocre teams. So and with a full off season, and then coming into the season, not sitting there looking at who's over your shoulder, maybe replacing or anything like that. You're coming in, you're going to be the starter. I think that's going to impact his game in a positive way as well. But I just want to see him, beat some of the good teams. Yeah. And then I think I can 100% say, this is going to be the guy. We also got to think as well. This is year 2, and does he have a second year drop off? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We've seen it in other quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels and other quarterbacks like that. C.J. Stroud.
If he does, Shane, and I don't want to sound like a homer here, I've never seen. Listen, and it may be just because he's a Saint, we pay attention to it more. I haven't seen a guy, and Fernando told me this, and I pay attention to it now. This guy has put in so much work in the offseason. It's insane for a second-year guy.
And don't y'all love the fact that he's a little bit older, he's married, he's got kids.
I was going to say that too, Dave. That's a great point. Yeah,
I mean, a little bit older. He was like 27, right?
Fernando did not say that.
Better off than a guy that's 22 or 23.
Fernando did not say that last week about him being mature,
married,
kids. I said, you look at the quarterbacks in the league, and I'm not joking, Dave. You can, and Shane, listen, you made a great point. It's funny you said that because I told Fernando the same thing. I said, you look at the quarterbacks, when they become family men, their game exceeds. I don't know what it is, but it works.
Well, I mean, look, I clown the Lakers, but look at the great Kobe Bryant, what he said years ago. He always knew he had family there in case he failed at something. He didn't let the moment get too big because he always was family first. And listen, dude, and I know when you're on the field, that goes out the window a little bit, but, dude, the mindset is a big part of it, dude. And, I mean, I think he has it. Like Shane was saying, if he gets off to a rough start, I think he'll bounce back faster than a traditional second-year quarterback, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we also, at this point, going into the year, being fresh, God willing, he's got the weapons now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, it's early on, camp starting, but we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to give you an opportunity to change it right before the season starts, once the preseason's over with. But I do want each one of you to give me your preseason picks for NFC game, AFC game. I'll start it off with Pancho. Pancho, pay attention.
Go back with that again.
I want you to give me just preseason, just for the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship. I want me to give you 2 picks right now. Who you think? And you can change it later.
I mean, obviously, you would have to put Allen and even the Patriots in there. I mean, and
AFC.
Yeah.
Who you got?
You would have to put Josh Allen.
All right. And the Patriots.
I mean, you would have to. Who else? I mean, and NFC, I think it's a little bit more wide open, but you're going to have to go the Rams and I don't know, bro.
Don't be scared.
I mean, it's a little bit more wide open, and I'm trying not to be a homer, but I don't think the Saints are in that number. I think it's still a year premature for the Saints to be there. So, but even like Green Bay, I mean, who knows?
All right, I get you. All right, go ahead, Fernando.
I'm gonna go with the. You know what? I'm gonna do something different. I might change it later, but in the AFC, I'm gonna go with Bengals and Patriots, and then in the NFC, oh man, say the Rams, and I'm not scared to do it. I'm gonna say the Saints.
I like it.
Shane.
Marking here, y'all. My bad.
For the NFC, I'm gonna say the Rams and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say the Rams and the Lions.
Okay.
In the AFC, I'm gonna take the Bills and the Ravens.
All right. Dave.
All right, so my AFC is going
a hot
to
take,
be.
real take.
Yeah.
Let me give you a hot take real quick. Patriots don't even make the playoffs.
I like it, dude. I like it. I
Go ahead, Dave. Give us your picks.
I'm going to say, man, I think we get the playoff matchup that's been one of the best this decade in the AFC. I think I love what the Bills did with DJ Moore. I think they got Josh a real receiver. I like the golly, who did they get? Bradley Chubb on defense. I think that might pan out. I like the moves they made with the limited cap space they had. They made good moves. So I'm going to say Buffalo. And, man, Richie, you're going to like this one, dude. I think Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have an FU year, and they come back roaring. I think Bills in the AFC title game. And I think the Rams are clearly going to be there just on talent alone and the way Stafford's in the last couple of years. But I'm going to tell you a team that's going to shock the shit out of you. And I swear to God, I'm going to throw every bit of fandom out of the way. But I think your New Orleans Saints make it to the NFC title game.
Oh, my God. These guys.
Chicago, I have them close. Green Bay to me doesn't make the playoffs. I think they're a team that's got a lot of holes. I think Chicago's dangerous. I think Seattle's going to be a first-round exit. I'm telling you, I think the Saints are going to do something this year.
My pick for the AFC Championship game is going to be the Buffalo Bills facing the Denver Broncos.
I like it.
In the NFC, it's going to be pretty crazy, but I got the Los Angeles Rams facing the Chicago Bears.
There you go.
Look, and just look forward to next year. Well, this year, Richie's going to have the Chiefs losing every week, bro.
Hey, Richie, I think your Chiefs bounce back, dude. I think Mahomes is going to do some phenomenal.
I don't think the Chiefs.
He so tries to
y'all, dude. I like their defense. I like Kenneth Walker a lot.
There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is.
He's like, I'm just going to go out a little bit right now.
Rich,
the Chiefs are losing.
You just made me think of something. But why not get real crazy? Drew Brees is going into the Hall of Fame this year. Sean Payton's introducing him. Why not it be Denver and the Saints in the Super Bowl?
Hey, that would be. Look, Denver's dangerous, dude. Denver's going to be right there in the mix again.
Hold on. Listen, y'all getting a little wild with this Saints stuff, man. I think the Saints are going to do okay. But come on,
Richie, I'm going to be real with you.
Listen,
the NFC, to me, is kind of watered down in my opinion.
I think Shane would agree. Listen, we can make all the picks we want, but in barring any injuries, I think the Rams, me and Shane said it earlier, I think the Rams are way better than everybody in the
NFL. Who else do you say? I mean, Philly took steps back, right? I mean, they lost A.J. Brown.
If the Saints go to the Super Bowl, I promise you that Dave and Richie will have some fresh new Saints gear after that, bro. Because they haven't bought any fresh Saints gear.
Oh my God! Well, listen, guys, we're gonna get out. We're gonna get out of here. It has been a pleasure, and I'm glad you finally joined on, Fernando. We're gonna be back with y'all every Thursday. But like I said, remember, guys, we're gonna be doing different things throughout the years. Y'all gonna see it. It's gonna be a fun season, man. Who dat, fellas? Thank y'all for joining me.
Y'all ordered your jersey, your LeBron jersey yet?
We got it. I'm going to get a 76ers jersey. Yes.
Wait, Richie, are you
Shane,
really
give me a
fucking
Fernando
Sixers
jersey.
fan now? I'm believing Shane right now. I don't know about you yet, though. Are you a Sixers fan?
Yes.
The
That's my
Lakers are
favorite
done.
player.
No more Luka.
Reggie's got Lakers,
whoa,
Heat,
whoa.
Sixers, and sometimes Pelicans. He's got a lot of NBA teams.
I was about to say, hey, midway through this year, this dude's gonna have a Jeremiah Fear jersey, man.
We're done with the Lakers, right? We're done with the white men, right? We've done over that.
Let's clear the air
You
right
saying
now.
you saying you don't want to see Milk Chamberlain and
for some reason,
no time, right?
Listen, when the 76ers play the Lakers, I am going for my Lakers. Other than that, LeBron's my favorite NBA player of all time.
Richie, you definitely see the writing on the wall, man, with the Lakers. I mean,
y'all killing me, man. Y'all listen.
Stock right now, their stock's more like Enron.
Pancho's
and the
rolling
Sixers
away,
are more
man.
like the Cook stock right now. Like,
Lakers are going overseas to get out of here. They can't even stay in America.
They are, bro. They got the
You're
weirdest
killing
dude playing
me.
backup center. They call that dude Milk Chamberlain. I said, holy shit.
Look what my son put. Look what my son put.
Yeah.
That's not a shock that you picked the Bears at all.
Why?
I like
'Cause of
the Bears,
Caleb?
but I think the Bears are a tough
Caleb's
team,
your
man.
guy.
Nobody
Hey,
wants to
all
see
I'm gonna say-
One shot. One shot here.
Shane, you don't see Chicago making the playoffs?
Yeah, no, I think they make playoffs.
Who is the one dog horse that's going to come from the bottom and go to the
Oh
top?
my God, get
Saints,
this guy
man.
out of here, Fernando.
Saints.
Yeah, it's the Saints, man. I don't know y'all.
Dude, listen, you know how fucking pessimistic
Dave, you're gonna
I've
like
been since
that. Dave,
Breeze
you're gonna
left.
like that. Hey, Dave, you're gonna like Fernando, and you're probably your Pelicans' new partner.
Y'all must.
Colin.
Y'all ain't never
He
heard
said
about
MJ's the
Shador
GOAT.
over there
He
in the
said
Browns,
MJ's
huh?
the GOAT.
Here
MJ's
we
the
go.
GOAT. That's
Shador
what he
starting?
I
Shador's
think the Browns will have
me.
March Manning next year.
For me, the dark horse in the
Shador in
NFC
year
is the
two.
Cowboys.
Man, Shador's about to light
Y'all
it
better
up.
watch out for Fernando. I know.
Oh,
that.
Fernando, yeah, Pancho, what's going on with your Shador, bro?
But year two, he's about to light shit up.
So
Look,
you tell me
Shador's-
he's only going to have
wait.
like 35 interceptions?
Dave, wait,
Number
time out.
4.
Shador's about to light it up in year 2, but Chuck can't even get a bone from Poncho in year 2.
That's right.
After what
Well,
he did.
Poncho last year was like, he kept calling the fucking dude shout. I'm like, motherfucker, he just lit the fuck out of Cam Ward. He just beat the shit out of Tampa, and he's still calling this dude shout just to be a dick about it.
Throw in to Ronnie Bell, who's not
He
going to
knows
be
how to fucking spell Shador's name. I guarantee you that.
He probably like his real name is probably
Pancho,
Shout.
why you hate that man so much? Why you
We
hate
could have
that?
played like a Shout song. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Why you
y'all
hate
gave
that
me
man
so
so
much
much?
shit about Spencer Rattler. Oh, my God.
Hey, look, all I want is, Dave, I
Hey.
just want you to make sure next time we go to Visions that you let us in for free.
Because it's looking like it now. It's getting darker now.
Yeah, it's getting dark over there, Dave.
Dude, it really got
Yeah.
dark, bro. I'm actually kind of worried I'm about to get taken. Like,
Hey, man, Dave's room looks like he's in.
it's serious shit, bro. If I see some people come around my shit with
Hey,
some cloaks on
listen,
and some, like,
Dang,
burning sticks,
if we hear some Chris Brown or Usher, come on, we know we're in trouble, huh?
Hold
I
on,
don't want to
Dave.
get. I got this dog on my lap, so I don't want to move and even turn
Oh,
on the
shit.
light, bro.
Too
And
much.
I'm sitting there staring at y'all. I'm like, holy shit, it's getting dark in here, dude. The whole time.
Look,
I
they,
can
they,
rock,
they,
man.
cooking on.
Dude, they could have went full menace to society on me and jacked me right here on the show in front of y'all. I
Richie,
wouldn't have known it was coming,
Rich,
dude.
Dave got all the new stuff in the studio, but forgot the lights.
Dave, where's your light at?
Dude, I don't want to get up. He hasn't barked one time. He's on my. He's like
Oh,
laying
his
down
dog's
on me
right there.
now.
Wait, your lights on the timer?
Huh?
Rich,
No, I'm saying the dog. I didn't want to get up and turn
The
it.
lights
on.
went off.
Dave,
I
pay
was
your
gonna bark
electricity
his balls
bill.
off.
Rich,
The light
Richie,
just cut off.
you
Like,
didn't just hear it?
like you was in the sun, now you're in the dark.
Yeah,
The DJ
dude,
just
fucking-
came on
it's
in the
like
background and said,
8:30. It's
coming
gotta
up
be like
next to the
8:30,
stage.
man.
It
Shit.
did?
I mean, we ran into like a 2-hour podcast.
I gotta go get my turntable.
Oh, it's only 8:09.
Y'all better get
Just
Dave
turn
out
the
of
light
here.
off and say it's fucking time to stop. It's
His
Hey, dude, I
computer's
gotta
gonna
ask
go
this
off now.
question, bro. How the fuck last week it was 8:45 and it was still daylight? It's 8:10 now and it's dark, bro. Come on.
Because you in a bricked room with no lighting.
Oh no, it's dark, bro. If I
It's
show you,
always
if I go
dark in
pan to my
basement.
outside area right here, dude, it is dark, man. I'm telling you, the other day, dude, I felt like I was walking my dogs at 8:45. I mean, I don't know, dude. Somebody's got to tell me some like
Somebody just texted
astronomy
me
or
and
some
said, "Where'd
shit. I
Dave
don't
go?"
know, bro. Teach it to me.
Man, I
Dude,
needed
it's
them.
dark as fuck, dude. I thought it was like 9 o'clock in here. Shit.
Y'all do realize we're still live.
Yeah, man. This is when the best shit happens, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Come on, world
This is when
class
all the
wrecking.
secrets
down
come
here.
out, man.
Hey, Richie, play some world class wrecking crew on over there, bro. Come on.
Bro, I know. Hey, look, dude. I'm
Get
gonna
outta
have to
here.
know the safe word to fucking the Eyes Wide Shut movie here in a minute, dude.
Hey, they just had a signing. Debo Samuel's going back to the 49ers.
Oh my
Really?
God. I knew that was gonna happen.
Who's going to see Brian Adams tomorrow night, bro?
Is he really in concert?
Yes.
Is he playing?
Dude,
Is he playing?
hey, listen, bro. What is wrong with the world, bro? I
Where's
gotta
he
say
at,
that.
Pancho?
Dude, it's like $35.
Yeah, they're
Where's he
giving
at?
away the tickets to Pat Benatar and Brian Adams. And hey, bro,
Where's he at?
At the Smoothie King, bro. I'm probably going to go, bro, for $35.
Oh
man.
my God! All right, fellas, I'm out.
All right, bro.
See y'all later. Y'all
Y'all be
stay
good, man.
easy.
Brian Adams had jams, bro.
Bye.
It's a summer of
Dave,
'69, bro.
Later, fellas.
All right, man.